This is Marvel Universe, Marvel's Dark Hawkeye, and the Secret Wars 2-pack of Hawkeye and Marvel's Piledriver. I'm trying to get a 2-for-1 with this review. Trying to get two birds with one stone. Mainly because I wanted to compare both Hawkeye, two versions of both versions of the Hawkeye mold. So let's get right to it. Let's start with Secret Wars pack. There is the packaging on the back. Oh, sorry. You can't see it. Anyway, there you go. The 2-pack also comes with a with a neat little comic book. This is the part 9 of the Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars comic book, Secret Wars Saga. This is the issue where it's a reprint of the issue where everyone tries to fight Galactus, and then in the end Doctor Doom tries to absorb the power of Galactus. Only one quality issue that I noticed, and it's not just in the figures but also in the comic books. If you quickly look at the comic book, once you open to the front page, you notice immediately that the cover has been stapled on backwards. Everyone is backwards or upside down. What the hell, Hasbro? So what you have to do is really read the comic book from the back and just open it this way, and everything's right side up. So poor quality issues. I mean, comic book stapler, it's just a matter of stapling it the right way. I mean, how can Hasbro miss that? Anyway, let's begin with Piledriver. This is really, I don't really care much about this figure. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great figure. It's nicely made, well sculpted. Colors are great. Paint scheme, I can't complain too much, but it's just, I have really no use for it. The only way I'd use this figure is if God forbid, I start collecting the rest of the wreckers and form the wrecking team, or the wrecking crew. Sorry, but who knows? They might. Oops, Hawkeye just fell. They might actually go on clearance, and who knows? I might be tempted again to purchase more Marvel figures, but I don't know. It remains to be seen whether I'm gonna collect them, because I don't really read up on. Leave it there. I don't really read up on the Wrecking Crew and Thor, and anyway, I don't really have a lot of use for this figure. But this is not the selling point of this 2-pack. He's great. I mean, as a figure per se, but I wish Hasbro could have done more. He doesn't even have accessories. Well, he probably didn't have any accessories anyway in the comic book. These two figures do not come with bases. That's why I had to borrow from Star Wars, since I have a lot of Star Wars bases or figure stands. But these figures, the Secret Wars figures, they don't have stands, so you have to make do. Articulation for this figure is very basic Marvel Universe. Ball jointed head, ball jointed torso, ball hinge shoulders, bicep swivel hinge elbows, swivel wrist, ball jointed hips, double hinge knees, ball hinge ankle. So very nice. I mean, it's a great character. It's a good figure on it as it is, but not really the most interesting figure of the 2-pack. Then we go to Hawkeye. Really a magnificent figure. I'm very pleased with this one. He comes with a bow, which does not have a string, which is very nice. It gives her a lot more posability. He comes with a quiver with some non-removable arrows. He's got one single arrow, which he can barely hold in one hand. Articulation for, as I said, articulation for this figure is exactly the same as Piledriver. Nothing to add, except oh, they've added one thing. Instead of a ball hinge ankle, he's got a hinge ankle with a swivel calf. I suppose. So anyway, Clint Barton, Hawkeye, he's got this really funky smirk. about him. Anyway, you can't see it. So we're going to stand him upright so you better appreciate it. The quiver is removable, I think, as well as this thing. His garb is a separate piece, but I don't want to try and find out what he looks like once you remove it. So there. Okay, if this arrow will just stay put. Anyway, it's not gonna stay put, so who cares? It's just leave it at that. So again, almost the same articulation as Piledriver. And really, this is the figure that sells the 2-pack. The only reason I bought him this set was really because of Hawkeye. Well, Hawkeye was one of the first Avengers I really had. I got to know when I was growing up as a kid. Okay, on to the third figure. This is Bullseye dressed up as Hawkeye. This is a Hammer File figure. It's part of Wave 6 of the Hammer Files, or Wave 11 overall of the Marvel Universe. As always, it comes with a trading card or a bio card. Lester Poindexter, the Bullseye, as Dark Hawkeye when Norman Osborn tried to assemble his own band of Avengers. So that's that. It also comes with a top secret memo from Victoria Hand to Norman Osborn telling Norman that Bullseye can be a loose cannon. They should boot him out of the team. And here is the quick look of the packaging. Great artwork. Here's the rest of the assortment. So that's that. And onto the figure itself. Very, very nice looking figure. Just as, I mean, it's the same mold as Hawkeye with some very subtle differences. They both have the bow, the quiver, and the arrow. I have not taken out the rubber band on this arrow. Differences are really just the paint scheme. Very similar paint scheme, but he's got more metallic colors on him. And they're a little bit lighter. I don't know if the camera is picking it up. Oops! Another Michael Bay episode. Excuse me for that. He's a lot more shinier, I think. Well, basically because of the mold. His right forearm is still the same, just painted and a little bit shinier, and it's without the band. These bands are like not attached. They're separate pieces, just like the Juggernaut's bands. But the left arm is molded differently. It has this sort of like a chainmail, I don't know, wrapping on it as compared to this left arm of Hawkeye, which is the same as the right arm. Fists are the same, same grips, same quiver, but painted differently. It's darker. The arrows are darker. Instead of white feathers, it has purple feathers. Boots are the same, legs. The blue color on this version is a little bit darker and dull, whereas this one is has a lot more highlights. I like this one better actually, but the metallic paint scheme on this one really sells me. This figure is really grown on me because of that. The arrows are colored lighter on this version. This one it's darker, and even the bow has some metallic highlights, which is very nice. There's a weak spot right there because I tried to pry out the bow from the box, from the shell, the plastic shell, but I didn't realize you just had to slip it out. So anyway, there. And differences in the head mold, the head sculpt. This one has a bigger smile. Dark Bullseye has a bigger smile and a lot beadier eyes. This one is he's a more dashing looking, with a more of a James Bond look than this guy. This guy's really a goon. So that's that. The articulation on Bullseye or Dark Hawkeye is exactly the same as the Hawkeye figure. Nothing has changed. And really, if you're a big fan of the Avengers and Dark Avengers, you might want to go ahead and get all these figures. Get the 2-pack and get the single-carded Dark Hawkeye. I was initially just banking on getting the Dark Hawkeye and just skipping out on this one altogether, but when it went on a little bit of a discount, as I mentioned in my vlog video, I went ahead and bought it. So there you go. Just a double review of the Dark Hawkeye together with the Secret Wars 2-pack of Hawkeye and Piledriver from the Marvel Universe toy line. There you go. Thanks for watching.